Let's start the day off with some petty. One evening I was walking around the store and I started following this gentleman around. He made his way to Sporting Goods where he started selecting a large amount of camping and hunting equipment. All of that merchandise went into his cart, but when he made his way over to the fishing gear, he started picking up a lot of little items. Lures, weights, bobbers, stuff like that. Small package stuff that all went into his pockets. There was at least 20 items that went into his pockets. I then followed him up front to the checkouts where he picked up a Snickers that also went into his pockets, and then he picked up a Mountain Dew that went into his back pocket. Everything else in the cart went through the register and he paid for it, but the fishing equipment and the snacks did not get paid for. He makes his way to the door, I step in front, do my spiel, and I get him into the AP office. Now from the start he was acting smug and a little pissed off at me, but he was cooperative. I ask him for some identification and he hands me his ID, along with a card that identified him as a state police officer. So you know my petty ass is going to ask, and I did. I asked him if he was a state police officer, and he said yes. And he told me that there was no need to call the state police, that the next time I was speeding, we'll just call it even. I look at him and tell him that I'm not going to call the state police, but that I did need to go get a total of all the merchandise that was stolen, and to finish my paperwork. I left him in the AP office with my witness and another manager, and went to the service desk to get a total of all the merchandise. But when I re-enter the AP office, I'm followed in by a county sheriff. Our state police officer is shocked and very pissed off at this point. He stands up and gets in my face and says, "I thought you were going to call the police." This prompts the county sheriff to step in and put him back down in the chair. And I look at him and I tell him, "I told you I wouldn't call the state police, but I'm going to call the county sheriff because they have jurisdiction over this area. Smash that plus if you would have done the same thing. You see, I don't care if you're a police officer, the FBI, or the President of the United States. A crime is a crime. And just because you're a law enforcement officer doesn't mean you're above the law. It makes you an example of the law." If you like this video, double tap that screen and give it a like. And don't forget to have a YouTube, links in bio. Go subscribe over there and click the bell. That's all I got, Petty Squad. Don't steal, stay petty, and I'll see you guys later today.